In the previous video, we have seen some interview questions on Java interfaces. So this is completed. In this video, we will see what is Java inheritance. So what is inheritance in Java? Inheritance. Let's say I have two classes. One is class A and another one is class B. In class A, let's say I have two methods. One is method 1 and another one is method 2. And in class B also, I need the same functionality that method 1 has here. So I will declare another method here, which is method 3 and also I need the same functionality as method 2. So I will declare another method here, which is method 4. But if you see, the code that method 1 has is same as method 3 and the code that method 2 has is same as method 4. That means it's kind of rework we are doing. We are doing the same work again and again. In order to avoid this, we have a feature in Java called inheritance. That means using inheritance, we can get the properties or methods of one class into another class, so that we don't need to write these methods 3 and 4 again. We can directly use these methods 1 and 2, and that is called inheritance. So inheritance is the process by which one class acquires the properties and functionalities of another class. In order to achieve inheritance, we use a keyword called extends. That means we do it like class B extends class A. So now class B gets all the properties and methods of class A, so that by creating the object of class B, we can directly call the properties, that means variables, and functionalities, that means methods of class A. And this is called inheritance. The class that extends the features of another class, that means here class B, it is extending class A. So the class that extends the features of another class is known as a child class or a subclass or a derived class. The class whose properties and functionalities are used by another class, that means here class A properties and functionalities are used by class B. So this class is known as a parent class or a superclass or a base class. Let's see this one more time. What is inheritance? Let's say we have two classes. One is class A and another one is class B. And in class A, we have two methods. One is method 1 and another one is method 2. In class B also we have two methods, but these two methods functionality, which is method 3 and method 4, they are same as method 1 and method 2. That means these two functionalities, method 3 and method 4, their functionality is same as method 1 and method 2. So it's kind of like a rework we are doing. That means whatever the code that we write in method 1 and method 2, we write the same code in method 3 and method 4 as well. It's kind of like a rework we are doing. So Java has provided a feature called inheritance, using which we can get the functionalities and features of one class into another class, and it is called inheritance. So inheritance is a process by which one class acquires the properties and functionalities of another class. That means here we get the properties of class A, properties and functionalities, that means variables and methods of class A into class B. So that is called inheritance. In order to achieve inheritance, we use a keyword called extends. In order to do this, we write it like class B extends class A, so that class B now gets all the features and functionalities of class A into class B. So we can directly create an object for class B and we can use the variables and methods of class A in class B, so that we don't need to write all those methods again in class B. Now the class that extends the features of another class is known as child class. Here class B is extending the features and functionalities of class A. So class B is called a child class or a subclass or a derived class. The class whose properties and functionalities are used by another class is known as parent class. Here class A's functionalities and features are being used by class B. So class A is called a parent class or a superclass or a base class. Now let us see an example on inheritance. Okay, so first I will create a new package here. So the package is inheritance package. Under this package I will create two classes. One is parent class and another one is child class. So the first class I am naming it as parent class and I will use main method, and I am creating another class and I am naming it as child class and I am using main method. Click on finish. Okay, now I have created two methods. So in the parent class, so this is the parent class here. In the parent class, what I will do is I will declare some variables. The first one is string name is equal to Subbu, string course equals to Selenium. I will remove this main method for this one and I will declare my own method, which is public static void display details In this method, what I will do is I will print the name and course. So it is course course. So I will create an object first for the parent class. Parent class PC equals to new parent class. Now using this object, I can access the variables and I can print them. So sysout pc.name and sysout pc.course. So what I have done is I have created a parent class, and in that parent class I have created two variables. One is name and the second one is course. And I have created a method display details, and within this display details method I have created an object for the parent class. And using that object I am accessing the two variables name and course, and I am printing them. So this is a parent class. Now I will implement this child class here. In the child class, since I want to inherit the parent class.java, I need to use extends keyword. So I am using extends parent class. So now I can access the properties and functionalities of this parent class. So let's do this one. What I will do is in the main method I will create an object for the child class. So child class cc equals to new child class. Here if you see, I haven't defined any variables or any methods at all for the child class. I will just try to access the variables and methods of this parent class. So now let us see if I can access the variables and methods of parent class. So I'll say sys out cc dot, see, now it is showing the name variable here which belongs to the parent class. That means by using this extends keyword, I can inherit this parent class, and by using the child class object, I can get the variables and methods of the parent class. If you see name and course, they are showing up here. That means I can access them using the child class object. Similarly, you can see the method of the parent class also. If you see here display details, this is the method of the parent class. That means I can access all those variables and methods using child class object. So let's print this name variable first, and then sys out, I will print the course variable, and then sys out, I will try to print the method display details. Since I am calling a method here, I don't need to use this system.out.println because I am not printing anything. I am directly calling this method. So cc.display details. So using this child object, I am able to access the variables and methods of the parent class. Now let us run this child class, and the first thing it has to print is it has to print the name and course one time, and then it will call the display details of the parent class, and in the parent class it again displays name and course. That means it displays name 2 times and course 2 times. So let's run this child class now. Run as Java application, proceed, and you will see Subbu Selenium, and then one more time Subbu Selenium. That means we are able to access the parent class variables and methods using the child class object. This is possible by inheriting the parent class, which is using extends keyword. So in this video we have seen what is inheritance and an example on inheritance. If you want to download the documentation for this one, you can go to my repository, which is at github.com/subbustech, and go to selenium-java-tutorials. This tutorial starts with number 15, so search with 15, and you can find this here, Selenium-Java inheritance. In the next video, we will see constructors and inheritance.